Been informed that this campaign is the worst because it does not include the Muppet-born race, and I agree. There are no Muppet-born. That is my fault. I should have realized that Muppet-borns exist and made an entire game of Muppet-borns.
Next campaign.
Yes, it is all Muppet-borns, all Fraggle Rock. We're gonna go Smurfs. We're gonna go Snorks. We're gonna go like early 90s, 80s cartoons. I love it. Hi, everybody. Yes. Welcome. That was a nice long rant. Because I'm so excited. We are, I think the closest adjective, sure, is endgame. We're getting to the endgame. Hashtag endgame. Last time we met, Rachel had a wild idea, sneaking you all into the archives where you can get outfitted, although you had to sneak through a void of Hadar. You know, it's all kind of fun things.
Goodness.
And slurping and croaking, and you know, great times were had by all. And you decided to go off and try to either to dissuade the Phoenix, the Elder Elemental of Fire, from just randomly burning villages. As you got down to the closest teleportation circle, you started heading your way there. I think that's where we left as you were kind of deciding what course of action to take. So I think let's pick up right there. Vera is in her flying throne with Rachel kind of pulling the cart.
Well, I feel like I'm a little bit clueless, so we're going to pretend that I am. Since I'm hanging on to Aios, I'd like to be looking around for items to make like some kind of armor or harness for Aios, just to make sure she's feeling bedazzled as we're on our quest.
I will say, since this was, you've been spent a lot of time like thinking about what's going to happen and thinking about like this is a much bigger adversary than you face. Even Rich was like, if you all pursue this, you're dumb. And that's not me. Like that's I think that's exactly what she said, or something like stupid, or some kind of pejorative term like, do not do this, you will die. And so you would have had time to make a nice fancy harness for Aios.
Fantastic.
While you were getting ready.
I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling very confident, and I'm hoping everybody else does as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Uo and Tragheim were like, yes, we can do this.
Fira.
And I don't know if Chaz said this before, I'm alive again, Astrid.
Awesome.
I'm not I was starting to smell a little bad, so.
Sure. Do you have normal arms?
I do, but I'm also carrying around like the claw arm because I'm trying to figure out whether I want to attach it as a third arm or not. I haven't made that.
Great back scratcher. I think you're just an extra little.
I did forget that. Yes. Trogheim went up to Sister Frida, who was like, thank you for hosting us last night. The kids really loved it. It was great that you played with them. And Trogheim was like, well, you know healing things. Can you fix this? And she did.
Gestured to all of me. Yeah, because I was starting to get a little ripe.
It was happening, yeah.
So
Oh
with
man,
that,
if only there was car air fresheners to hang on you all
right,
over the
just
place.
like a big
Like mask the
right.
scent with all right. So we do what are we noticing about our travels to this place that we're going?
Um, so for those of you who don't know, Colorado about 5 months ago was on fire. And there was a day when you looked outside and the sky was just red because of the fire. That's what you notice. The sky is red. There is lots of fire happening. You're not necessarily surrounded by fire, although there are like a few scorched places. You do know that the Phoenix swooped down and attacked the village that was completely incinerated, and then it seemed like it flew back up into the air. So it
Okay.
wasn't close enough to actually like set the ground on fire, but
Can we
some
see
places,
it from where we are?
the Phoenix, no.
Okay.
You got like half a day's trip, a little less than that.
But we have a
Do
general
we?
idea of which direction it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And what do we know about the Phoenix itself? Like we know what we've been told. What have we been told right
Not
now?
much. You know, it is not necessarily I mean, it is sentient, but it doesn't act on its own accord. It is simply just like an embodiment of its element. So the storm thing that you saw was attacking not like because it attacked, but because like lightning just strikes, as did this thing. Probably the same thing with this Phoenix. You know, it was created as a tool of vengeance against Porta Temporea. Um, you know, it's not supposed to exist here. Like they are supposed to be highly rare, as in like only one in existence in the multiverse, and they should be in some kind of plane of fire, where it is definitely not.
So my takeaway is that there's a separate place that's a happy place for this Phoenix where it might prefer to be. And right now, because it is used as a vengeful thing, it's like a job it has to do right now. So,
All, almost like it is a job. It isn't a job it has to. It does the same thing there. It does here, which is to
okay,
just exist.
it just exists.
Yeah, like from the last encounter, you know that they're not smart enough to converse.
Okay, okay. It makes me think of Aios a little bit. Like Aios just exists, and Aios, though, still has like excitement for treats or coffee or scratching in the ground to
Hmm.
just exist.
But Aios is a
So,
lot smarter than this thing, like a lot
okay,
smarter.
okay, gotcha. All right. Well, we're trucking along toward this Firebird.
Okay, so you have about 10 hours. What do you all want to do on your way there? How do you want to prepare?
I would like to think about the mindset of this devil fire chicken that we're about to go encounter. And I would like to converse with Eos and try and like imagine what this fire chicken is like. Lots of assumptions are going to be gathered from this. They may be right and they may be wrong.
Roll me, roll me an
Yes.
insight check.
Let's see here. Let's see if it'll let me insight. See. I mean, you definitely have. It's like a huge dumb chicken. So we're just like really feeling it, really getting in there.
That's the next
Yeah,
step that
yeah.
Ayo.
But I mean, what if there's like skin issues because of all the heat? I mean, are there like scale feathers? Does it have eczema? I mean, we should. There might be a cream that could be helpful. I mean, all chickens have the little delicate area around their beaks. Maybe it's never encountered what not being parched is like. We don't know.
Could be. Uh,
Okay.
Aios kind of like clucks around, like running in circles, and you're trying to figure out like what she's saying because she doesn't talk, but she is smart, and so we're like, huh. Aios feels concerned. I think she feels a sense of camaraderie with the fire chicken
Okay.
because
Okay.
chickens are not supposed to be on fire. So clearly, this chicken is looking for a way to not be on fire.
All right. I mean, maybe it's a separate elemental fire chicken that's not really supposed to be on fire. If its needs get met, what if it's a different element? What if it's really air? Just with aggravated skin and breath. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be looking around for soothing creams and just trying to think about the motivations of what I think is a very large fiery chicken.
So on when you take a rest, roll me a nature check to see if you can find anything to make any kind of cream.
Okay. Let's see here. The natural things. All the natural things. That's terrible.
Unfortunately, you all stopped next to like a lake. Um, and so you would have to like go under. Like you can't really find anything. You grab a fish, and you're like, fish are good for the skin, right? They have vitamin E20 or I've heard of a thing.
Yeah, fish oil pills, totally.
So yeah,
Totally.
you could try to like squeeze a fish and see if you get something out of that.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep the fish. I'm going to keep the whole darn thing. It's so beneficial.
Gotcha.
All right. That's
So,
me.
so you asking about the needs of the phoenix and having caught a fish, obviously, like this thing needs to eat because it's a creature.
Yeah.
So, what if we found food along the way? Maybe catch a bunch of fish and bring with us, so we
I
can
like it.
convince it to like come down and eat and hang out with us while we figure out how to get rid of it.
That's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. I will be focused on that to help.
So then how are you going to do that? Because you're on a cart being pulled by like a flying.
Oh,
See.
while we're at the lake, we'll just catch as many fish as we can.
Gotcha. So then Ashra caught her one. Whoever's helping in this endeavor, roll me a survival check.
Uwa's going to watch, but he doesn't think that phoenixes eat fish.
So you watch as Trogheim jumps in the water and for the first time in a while, like does the thing where you come up and you like flick your hair back because she's alive again and she's just
Take a big
enjoying
breath.
it. And then she continues and like catches a good like 15 fish.
Oh.
Sweet.
Wow.
And Rachel's like, you're not putting that on the cart, are you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what? I don't care. I'm in the front. I'm fine. Oh, it did Nadja follow? Nadja did follow. So Nadja says, scoot over, Rachel. I cannot be in the back with them. And so now it is Fira, Nadja, and Rachel up front, kind of squished in onto the throne.
Oh, that's amazing.
It just reminds me of home. I'll sit in the back. Fish smell. Yay.
Whoa, what do you have planned?
He's just calmly being taken to their certain doom. Um, just taking things into order in his mind. Has he done all the things? Does he have his paperwork already for when we transition from this life into the next?
And so you think, like, you're like, I think I've dotted all my T's and crossed all my I's. I think I do think I'm ready.
There is one thing though that he does while he's casually washing the fish. He will cast Legend Lore to glean more information about this phoenix.
Gotcha. You 1 sec. So, like, what does Legend Lore do again? It just gives you
it talks about stuff about what it is, its history, legends.
okay.
Lore.
So you get the same thing, essentially the same thing you got with the storm elder elemental. It does not belong here. This is an augmented one, though only augmented in that it was created and was not a natural occurring phoenix. The only thing that really stands out to you is that this one, while it does seem weaker, is much harder to kill in that even after you kill it, it just reappears somewhere as an egg, and then in a couple hours, maybe 24, maybe 72, it just hatches and starts burning things all over again.
So the way to actually kill it is to break the egg.
Yes, but the egg appears somewhere on the plane of existence.
Weird.
Ooh,
Wow.
Can your magic like divine where it appears?
The egg?
Yeah, like after if by chance we have to fight this creature and kill it, would you be able to then use your cards there to do some kind of spell to locate the egg?
Well, of course. I already know where it is.
But it's not
Do
an
we
egg
need-
yet.
Yes, but we're speaking outside the actual thread of time. You see,
Right. Yeah.
you look at the future and then you look at the past, and they all kind of just bind together in a knot.
Not as much smoke as usual, but a little bit of smoke trails out of Trogheim's ears.
Oh, I apologize. You misinterpreted the legend lore. It doesn't appear anywhere in the material plane. It appears right where you killed it. However, it is immune to all damage.
The egg.
The egg.
Is there a way
Well, that's
to
a thing.
divine who brought the phoenix here?
You all know that it is a group of people from Porta
Oh,
And
guys.
and you know, we were totally given that object that I don't remember what it is to take over to Porta Finis to
the soul coin.
mess their day up. Yeah, I
Yep.
think so. And
Oh.
I'm still voting that is an option.
Yes. I mean, destroying Porta Finis would very likely turn the tide of this particular set of complications.
I don't recall, did Rachel have specific feelings about that?
She didn't care. She was very absent during that encounter because she does not like Mad Maggie.
Right. So if we bring up that with her, because she's kind of really against this going and burning to death by a phoenix, what does she say? Like,
well, first, I want to say that my ideal plan is for you all to go and hide and not die.
but it'll get to us sooner or later, won't it?
I just want to make that very clear. if you have to choose between fighting an elder elemental that was conjured for the sole purpose of destroying Porta Temporea or visiting a shitty school, I would have to pick visiting the shitty school.
That's really good to me, kind of.
But it's more than visiting the shitty school. It's also probably wiping the shitty school off the map, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Maybe
how
not the
good of a
buildings,
school
but the people.
could it?
I don't think
Right.
Mad Maggie has the strength to wipe a school off the map. I don't know
Okay.
what she's planning, but I don't think you're going to wipe that school off the map.
I mean,
Okay.
remember how upset they felt when we were trying to teach them how to make butter and toast? Like, what
Yeah.
kind of school is this?
That's
This is
fair.
a non-educational school. Like,
And
there's
then
no purpose.
all we got out of it was getting stabbed and almost dying.
Right, and they tried to feed us kale.
It's true.
Like, it might very well be better as a parking lot for a stadium.
So, yes, I very much agree. I'm just saying, I don't know what it was that Mad Maggie gave you. I don't think it can wipe a school off the map.
Okay. Is there any way? Oh, can you do anything with this and hand him the soul coin
Yeah.
Oh,
tell-
you've been holding it?
to tell what somebody was? So I'll dig it out from wherever. I think Fira had it, and she'd put it
Excellent.
she'd like wrapped it up,
Yeah.
if I remember right. And so like, I won't like go and just like pick it out, but like asking Fira for the wrapped coin and everything.
Okay.
Uo, can you do
the
anything to
back
tell us what
scratcher
this thing
arm.
does? Oh yeah, I'll just use my claw.
Yeah, Uo will spread out some cards and attempt to identify it using a ritual.
Gotcha. So it takes you like the 10 minutes, or no, 10 minutes and 6 seconds that a ritual takes. And you see this is, you could consider it a phylactery of sorts. There are somewhere between 10 and 50 trapped souls in there. It's very hard to tell the number because they are constantly oscillating and jostling for supremacy in the soul coin. However they died, it wasn't pleasant. There's lots of these very potent emotions.
Do I feel its purpose is to be broken to release these creatures or spirits, or is it hungry for more?
The coin itself isn't sentient. Like you don't feel any hunger from the coin. It's just like a holder for these spirits. The spirits themselves are highly agitated, and simply being around those spirits has a negative effect on people. They become highly agitated. Their emotions go haywire.
So this is for a guerrilla stealth attack.
Could be.
Do I have the sense that planting this somewhere and letting it just kind of do its thing and radiate out will be an effective use of this thing?
It would be very similar to a portal from the abyss opening in that it will slowly but surely change the fabric of the material plane. But not an immediate thing. It could take days. It honestly could take years, depending on how many souls are trapped in there.
Well, the bigger question then, if it has that kind of effect, like a planar bleed of sorts, wouldn't that make them potentially more powerful?
Potentially.
What exactly was Mad Maggie's plan with this thing?
No one knew.
She said just drop it over there.
It makes me wonder, like, if we could drop it in and put a fortress over them to see if it could, like, somehow implode, maybe. But I guess if it does the opposite. It makes them stronger. Then that's a negative, obviously.
Well, demonic pacts are quite powerful. And if this has any sort of planar bleed, perhaps it would make it more convenient to build those sorts of bonds. Either way, it can be incredibly destructive. They may be more focused on fighting themselves for supremacy than continuing their pointless war with Porta Temporea.
Is there anything about the coin that you found that would stop it from spilling over to Porta Temporea after it did whatever to Porta Fenice?
I believe it would have probably some sort of boundary. The problem is as more influence reaches that area, you will probably run into perhaps other mechanisms that can continue the spread. But we can leave that for other first-year students to deal with.
Right. Second year. We're second-year students.
Yes, but this is something that first-year students deal with.
Totally.
We're setting up the next test. I think that's how it works. We're almost professors now.
I mean, if Peter can get as far as he can.
Oh, Peter.
Speaking of which, as you're going down the road, you see someone hitchhiking in the other direction. A very familiar person.
Oh no.
And we've recognized him to be...
Hey, what are you all doing here? Oh, Rachel. Hi. You're not gonna freeze me again, are you? That was painful.
You did make a really good ice cube. Just saying.
Thank you, Trogheim.
Of course,
Rachel's your favorite person.
And you all see that she is getting ready to cast a spell. You're starting to get used to how she looks. The more like necrotic flame that she emits, the more powerful the spell. She might be trying to kill Peter at this point.
What?
How did you escape?
Escape? What do you mean escape?
Well, you were frozen in a block of ice.
Oh no, the ice melted. That was fine.
The ice was still intact. You were just not in there anymore.
Oh, was it? The part that I needed melted, so I was able to like slide out the back.
There were no exit holes.
We did drill the air hole for him. Maybe
right? Yeah, and I'm like super like because it was ice and so it was like slippery, and so I was able to like slide through like Python. You know, I'm a blue mage too. I spent a lot of time with blue mage trainer, so I can use slippery slide snake attack.
Who has a dubious look on his face.
Hey, if you all don't mind, could you give me a ride in the opposite direction? You're not going to the fire, are you?
Oh yeah.
But that's bad.
Well, someone's got to put it out.
I mean, you're okay. How about this? Yeah, you all give me a ride back to Porta Temporea because you got rid of the elemental there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a ride back there. I'll go get my coffee, get revved up, get my spell book because I'm also a wizard. I'm a black mage and an arcanist, and I will go put it out myself. I do need my spell book. So how about that?
I mean, that's a long way the other direction. Why don't you head that direction, and you can catch up with us?
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot quicker if because you have the floating chair and the cart, and I just have my feet.
You know, really, I can walk faster than the chair is going. So you can obviously, because you've got those amazing legs, you can obviously head that direction faster than the chair is going to pull this
Give
cart.
me a persuasion check.
I'm agree and nod. Like Trogheim is making such a good point in hopes that it helps. Like
I
that's
mean,
right, Trogheim. You are
she did.
making so much sense.
She did roll a 3. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Chaka, you're right. My legs are amazing, but you know, I can't use my energy before I have to go put out all this fire. That's just not smart. You know, it's about prioritizing. I thought that was the first lesson we talked about. What? Maybe it was
And
the
we are
seventh.
prioritizing going and putting the fire out while to save more people's lives. Going, you know, half a day back the other direction, that just doesn't make sense.
Do you have a way to put the fire out?
We're
Magic.
working on it. And I gesture, we have fish.
We have fish. Yes.
So you're gonna have a cookout.
Only if the phoenix likes to eat cooked fish. If it would prefer them raw, then we won't cook them.
Mm-hmm. Does Peter know? Does he know anything about phoenixes?
I know they don't eat.
Well, that's not good.
I know they were created by Porta Temporea.
So think about this, Peter. We are considering going to Porta Finis to make them stop or call the phoenix back.
Oh yeah, no, they can't do that.
Okay. Can the phoenix be called off of this plane of existence? The material world?
I mean, you could
If
if you could somehow like banish it to a different plane or its home plane, and it stayed there, yeah, it could probably be banished somehow. Difficult but possible.
So who would be the person to talk to about banishing spells?
I mean, you know,
whoa.
I mean, yeah, Uo definitely could. Yeah, you banish things, right? I taught you that.
Actually, I picked it up from a cross sequence of the major arcana with swords.
And who do you think put that cross sequence there?
The cards.
Right. And who do you think gave you the cards?
I came with them.
And why do you think you came with them?
It was foreseen.
And who do you think foresaw it? Me.
The start.
And who is the star of Porta Temporea for having gone through every single class?
Is that passing every class? Like pass fail?
Pass fail is a structural thing that they invented that does not account for the knowledge you have.
Uh-huh.
So going back to that prioritizing thing, we should start walking this way. You're welcome to walk along and try and convince us to go the other way. But for now, let's go that way. And I'm gonna like stare at Rachel to make the or Vera to make the
Wink, wink.
thing go.
Yeah, Fear was gonna start, and then he's gonna be like, "Well, okay," and he's gonna start running alongside you and like kind of jump in. You don't have a lot of room, so he is gonna like jump on either some of you or the fish.
Fish. I'm gonna push him toward the fish.
Oh man, now I smell like fish.
It's
what
okay.
a great smell. It's
Right?
totally okay. It's natural.
So you're all making your way to this town. All right. So he's going to spend the remainder of that couple hours on the road, kind of trying to dissuade you. Don't do this. It's not worth it. Blah 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 blah.
But he never offers up something that actually sounds constructive, right? Because like so far, it's like I want to go back and get my book, and going to Porta Fenice is bad. Going this way is bad. Doing anything else is bad.
Give me Trogheim an intelligence check with advantage.
I want to know these same things. Can I jump in on this?
Yes, but you don't get advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So, you both have been around Peter for a while. I think, you two were the ones who were kind of Team Peter for at least a little bit.
It's true.
And so you actually used to pay attention to what Peter said. Because of that, you have an understanding of what he talks about. And in the 3.5 hours, everything he said was bullshit, except for one thing that really stood out. One, you realize something. There was no way for Peter to know that Porta Fenice sent these things. You all got that from a legend lore, a very high level spell that Uo casts. Peter should not be able to know that. Two, Peter started rambling about teleportation. Specifically, if you teleport too much, it will attract someone's attention, and it will be the end of the world. Had you not been paying attention to how Peter normally spoke, it would just be like something he threw in, like, "Oh no, if you don't do this, you'll fail," which he said to you repeatedly. But considering that you do know the end of the world is coming and there is a battle for teleportation, he seems to know something that he is not letting on.
During this time, I'm going to be calmly laying out some cards and cast True Seeing.
What does True Seeing do?
I see things as they really are. I can see into the ethereal, notice secret doors, etc. It lasts for an hour.
Okay. Two things. One, Mama Maggie, is that her name? Maggie Mama? Something like that? Yeah, she's just following you all. She is just like in the theater, just like doo, doo, doo. And then she sees you make eye contact and then looks around to like try to hide. There are no trees in the ethereal, so she just kind of like keeps perfectly still, but is still following the cart.
He'll just give her a knowing look. Let her know that he knows, that she knows, that he knows, that
Yeah,
she knows that he knows.
And then she'll do one of these like, and she like a aces. Thank you for your support. And then we'll keep following. Let's see. Two, Peter is, Peter's Peter, but Peter's not human.
What is Peter?
That's a good question. You've never seen it.
Whoa.
I
That's
will-
big news.
I will spend the hour making observations and writing out a hypothesis for more cross-referencing later. At least gather enough information to where I can try a legend lore on it or a commune on it at some point.
Gotcha.
So I will study Peter.
Okay, so you're studying him, and at some point, people notice that you're like just eyeing him. And since this is nothing new, you've always eyed him. He doesn't give it a second glance.
I'll scribble some notes down in my book.
But let's see, what does he look like? can I get? So Peter actually has white hair and these like goat-like horns.
Oh,
Goat
Kinda
like
like-
horns.
Yeah, kind of tannish skin. And even though he looks like he's sitting on the fish, he's actually floating.
Hmm.
Peter.
Hmm.
And he's looked like this the whole time. This
No.
is our beloved Peter. Well, it was our beloved Peter. He's looked like this the whole entire time.
I mean, this is his true self.
I mean, he was going to keep this particular bit of information to himself at the moment, so as to not spook whatever this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't have any way of doing this telepathically. But yeah, he'll keep both an eye on Mad Maggie and on Peter, just to kind of keep tabs.
Okay. So, like I said, as Peter is just talking like blah 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 blah, you should go back. Oh wait, I got you a gift, Astrid, but we got to go back if you want to get it. Eventually, the ambient temperature starts to rise as you're getting closer and closer to this enfuegoed city. Are you all ready?
What do we see?
Well, come on, you can do it. There we go. It takes you a little while, but you actually remember this city. This was the first city you ever went to for your test.
With the zombie?
The zombie.
Mhm.
Can we
Interesting.
discern if are there zombies like running from the town, or is it empty?
The town is just completely on fire with this massive bird-like creature flying through the sky, swooping down, setting buildings on fire.
Quick, get the fish!
How about we make a pile of fish?
Well, first I'm
Sure.
gonna need you all to make Constitution saving throws to see if you can withstand the heat.
The heat.
Trockham, it's been a while since you've actually had to deal with heat.
Yeah.
So
I did the wrong one. There we go.
Trockham has 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Astrid is fine, as would Fira.
All right, I have advantage on this Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 15. So you also pass. It is hot, really hot, but you can just about like breathe through the heat, get enough oxygen.
I'm really not used to the feels, like the body feels.
Just gonna pop Peter there.
we should probably take care of this thing as quickly as possible, because I kind of want to go. Is there a lake around here? Or
You
an
do
ice
remember
box?
there is a lake.
There is where the guardian guy was.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually bring that up. Hey, there was that lake with the guardian guy. I don't remember what his name was.
That's
But he was
right.
related to Duchambeau. We should go. Maybe we can convince the Phoenix to go and take a bath or something. I don't really know, but it'd be more comfortable than being here.
Totally. Maybe we could get some floaties and hang out in the water and try and bring the Phoenix to us with like a trail of fish.
Only if I can have the unicorn floaty.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
Aren't you
No.
concerned that it would boil the water?
Yeah, but the lake was much bigger than that, so I would assume that it would not boil all of it away. That thing is really big. It's really fiery.
Hmm.
If we were to try and banish it, where would we need it be to be banishable?
Like how close?
Yeah.
I think
And
banishment is 160, I believe.
Oh, I think it's closer than that. It's probably
Nope.
60 or
Yeah.
30.
60 feet.
Yeah.
50 feet. Okay. So we obviously have to call it in. I can muddle its head, but if it's already kind of dumb and confused,
True. What if we
if
try
we
and I mean, we've got this here fish. What if we try to lure it with the fish? Because obviously, the Firebird wants fish.
mm-hmm.
Obvi.
Can I ask Aios if um can I somehow commune with Aios on how to fix the bird, I guess?
I mean, Aios wouldn't know. While they're both birds, Aios is essentially a collection of face spirits, whereas the Phoenix is a fire elemental. So this is pretty far out of Aios's grasp.
Sure. Okay. What do I know about phoenixes, really?
Not much. Like the person who would have the most knowledge is Fiora, just because she studies elementals, and even she'd never heard of a phoenix.
Gotcha. All right. Well, yeah, let's go to the lake. I'm down for going to the lake. Trogheim.
Okay. I'm down with that too.
Just gonna do a quick D4 roll. 1, Trogheim.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It is flying, circling above, and then it starts swooping down towards you.
Okay. I'm gonna raise my shield and see what it does.
It tries to beak you. I'm assuming a 30 hits.
Beak me. Yeah, 30 will hit.
Can I toss a fish in its direction while it's swooping, to
Nice.
distract it?
Roll me just roll me a D20. This is you're not proficient with fish attack.
Let's see. How do I do this? Hold on. Oh, I don't know how to do it in Astral. It's
Oh, I'll do that for you. Hold on.
okay, sorry. The option is there, but when I hit it, it doesn't do anything.
So you rolled a 3, so it was just too
Oh
fast.
my
This thing
God.
swooped super fast. Jeremy, you take 14 fire damage, and you are
14?
on fire.
You said
Yeah.
My
14?
God.
Okay.
Are we close to the lake?
Close-ish.
Can I bring her over to the lake to try and douse the fire out?
The lake is about a 5-minute walk.
Gotcha. I will just
Just put it out.
pat
Yeah.
myself, yeah.
Drop and roll.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. Pay attention, kids.
Oh, all right. I want to try. Is it close enough for me to try and muddle its brain? I forget what that's called.
Feeble mind. Let's see.
Can I feeble mind it?
Not any more than 150 feet, but it's flying pretty high. You could wait until it comes down again. Let me see. Yeah, you could give it a shot when it flies down again.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay, so you're just gonna like wait around until it makes another attack. One,
Is there
Jeremy.
is there any kind of cover?
I mean, there's houses, but it's made of fire, and you see it like actually like swooping through houses and coming out the other side.
Okay.
So for some reason, it's coming after you again, Jeremy.
Oh my
Right?
gosh. Maybe we need our safety. Hold on. I got this cube. Can I just like randomly try and
fortress.
get us in this cube?
You can. You'd have to wait until after it finishes its attack. But yeah, you
Okay.
can open the cube and like hide in there.
Okay.
That's another 14 fire damage.
Jesus.
Peter is gonna run over and try to put you out.
What are you doing
Yeah.
being useful? I'm so confused. Didn't you want to just let me burn to see what would happen?
What? I would never do that to my prized student. Don't you remember
Peter,
I taught yeah?
what should we do?
We should go back. Clearly, we don't have the water spells to get this. But with my Arcanist book, I can do it. I have all the watery spells.
I mean,
So
do
while
we
we just-
believe?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, like, do we believe Peter?
No.
Okay.
Right. I am gonna prepare an attack, like I'll hold an action that if it swoops down again and is within my reach, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with my sword.
Gotcha. So you're holding, like, waiting for it to swoop down.
I'm gonna sit thinking a prepared muddle, but I want to bring out the cube and hold it.
Because Feeble Mind's an 8th level spell, you would have to focus on one or the
One
other.
or the other. Okay. I'm gonna look at Trogheim and be like, which one?
I mean, if it's a fortress, then shouldn't we be able to stand inside of it and just like shoot this thing?
Is that how the fortress works? I don't know how the fortress works.
It does have arrow slits for you to shoot it.
Okay. I'm gonna get ready with the fortress.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if you just want to put it down and we can all go inside
Yeah,
and decide what we want to do.
If I can put it down, I would like to do that now, if I can.
Yeah. So you take your cube and you throw it down, and this massive
I
fortress.
choose you, Fortress Chew.
And this massive fortress erupts all around you. And in this fortress, there are pictures of bunnies and rabbits all hanging out.
Oh,
Aww.
so sweet. That's like a private bedroom kind of thing, where like
Right.
your old room that your parents never changed.
Mm-hmm. So you're in the fortress. What are you all going to do?
Oh, I want to find like a window or whatever it is that we can keep an eye outside.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to find.
So that thing definitely hurts when it beaks you, but it would hurt less if we, killed it or banished it. So should we try and do that, or should we leave?
I say we should leave. Just throwing that out there.
It will be considerably more difficult to retreat now that we're here.
Yes.
I don't think so. It doesn't seem to be paying attention to us.
I point at the like 2 large gashes on my body.
That's because you're special, Troll Guy. But look, it's not even like it didn't even like notice the fortress. It's just like burning another house.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, there's that
I-
house with the coffee.
You
I'm
know
not gonna be any
something
less special if we try to run away. It's still gonna come after
Peter,
me.
you know so much more than you're telling us. What is the deal?
I
Seriously, we have
whoa,
so much history.
whoa,
Why?
and he like
Why?
slams down on the table, but like respectfully, so kind of like a how dare you, Astrid? I have taught you everything you know. And then he looks to Rachel. A lot of what you know since you came in. Trogheim, who was the one who taught you how to make a flaming bullet? Was that Uso or was that me? I did. I was the one who taught you to put a match on the bullet, and it worked.
It did, but then Uso taught me how to do it better in a way that wasn't, as she said, dangerous.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have done that if you didn't work on it yourself. That's how Uso works. And I know because I'm your mentor and I've been there before. I've never hidden anything from you.
Like, how do we help everybody? We do not need to go all the way home to get your book. I know you know the answers
Yes, you
because
need to
you're
cast.
so smart.
You cast water spells on it. And as far as I know, no one here knows water spells. What about you, Rachel? Do you know water spells? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Because all your spells are great. But water spells are also great in this situation. Please don't kill me.
Well, how about like banishment spells? Why don't we just banish it?
I mean, you can try.
I nudge Uo. I'm like, do your time to shine again.
Uo nods. Is there a way to the roof?
Yeah.
I'll go to the roof.
And you see it just like circling. Every once in a while, it swoops down and takes off a house, sets it on fire.
I will call to it.
Like Disney
No,
princess
Cat.
style.
Gonna cast Crown of Stars and just surround myself in starlight.
Okay.
And I'll be up there with him to help protect him just in case.
So you look up, and all of a sudden, the sky, a small patch of sky turns black. And there are these 7 stars. And they just
I
float
believe so,
down.
yeah.
They just float down and start circling Uo's head.
Getting closer to controlling them. When you get closer to control them, then you can destroy them. When you can destroy them, you can create new constellations. Have at you, Phoenix!
Uo, priorities.
Well, yes, this is the first step.
Phoenix does not respond.
How far away is he from me?
Like 240 feet.
I will calmly wait for it to circle back.
I'll jump up
Okay.
and down and be like, hey, you stupid flaming turkey, come over here.
I'm gonna reach over to Trogheim and cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
Well, thanks.
I think that's gonna be needed.
No.
Let's see here. So it'll be. Oh, I do that as well, the first one is 12. Do that 2 more times, I guess that way. 1 and 2, and you will gain. I believe it's 5d4. Oh, they didn't roll all the Well, we'll just do it like this. 1, 2. No. 2d8. Come on. 2d8 plus 5. You can do it. Or plus, 10. Oh.
Nice.
So, Trondheim, you'll get 29 hit points back.
Excellent.
How are you looking so far?
That put me at max.
Perfect. You will also get 13 temporary hit points
Nice.
as you are infused with the power of the stars.
Okay. Brilliant.
It circles and circles, and at some point comes within that 60-foot distance.
Vanish.
That is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah, DC 20.
Boom.
And you watch as it's flapping, and then zoop, pops right back into existence.
Well, it kind of worked. Maybe it's friendlier now that it's been home momentarily. Huh.
Uo will dust himself off and say, we'll only take a minute now. And then we'll go downstairs and calmly start laying out cards. Tuning out the screams and wails of the people who have been unfortunate to remain in town.
Right. You do have some people knocking on your door. Let us in.
I'll go let him in.
And there is a stream of people attempt to get in once the door is opened.
If you go to Peter, he'll help you. Go to Peter, ask for food. Go
Some
to
people are
Peter,
being
ask for
trampled.
water.
Peter is like, yes, everyone come to me. I am going to be the savior for you all. What, food? No, I don't save you food ways. I save your lives. I save your dignity. I save your trust in me, Peter.
Whatever keeps him busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you were laying out cards?
Yeah, I'm just going to do whatever I can just to kind of calmly hold concentration for the next minute.
No. It popped back into existence.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
It stayed.
Almost as if it was some type of resistance that was legendary.
Oh, yeah, those things exist.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll get back up and go back outside to the top.
I'll follow.
Is it within 120 feet?
At some point it will be, yeah. It's just like circling the town.
We may have to banish the egg.
All right.
That's a great idea.
The egg
I'll
cannot
start
be
waving at it
harmed
again.
in physical sense here. It would make more sense just to send it back to where it came from.
I like
But to
it.
do that, we will have to reduce it to an egg.
Right, we'll have to stuff it back into the egg. Gotcha.
So does that mean we have to like kill it to have it go
Well-
to be an egg again?
Killing is such an improper word,
Right.
as it can't really quite die. We simply need to cause a reaction in its current physical form, whereby it will condense into an egg-like structure.
Exactly.
Okay. So we need to fight it.
Yes, hit it many times.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Peter
the only
walks up.
way to get
What was that?
It's the only way to get the energies of it to become excited enough to move about.
Peter's gonna be like, all right, fine. I'll go save the town. And he pulls out his nice wooden bow.
Don't hurt yourself
Anyone-
with that thing.
Anybody have any arrows?
No.
Okay, I'll figure it out. He starts walking up the stairs. Are y'all coming with me?
Yeah.
I'll go
was
with
good.
Peter. Yeah.
Do you make your way to the top? Rachel will follow just because she does not trust you all to not die. Naja will not follow. She does not care enough. She has a body.
Did Mad Maggie follow?
Yes, Mad Maggie did in fact follow.
Like Mad Maggie? Is that like a general consensus? Do we dig her?
I mean, whether you dig her or not, she's there.
I mean, like, do we want to like push her into the Phoenix or anything?
Only Uo knows she's hanging out.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was not concerned about it. But he is going to display a considerable amount of power, exploding into cards and summoning a illusory dragon. And it's huge. Big old mamma jamma.
Are you putting the dragon on the ground? Because they won't be able to
In
fit.
here.
Oh, you're gonna have it flying. Nice.
Yeah, it's a dragon.
Phoenix does not respond to it.
Well, it will go after the Phoenix.
Any enemies that you see, it has to respond. Must make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
It's almost real. It's made of stars.
All right, let's do this. Wisdom saving throw, Phoenix. You see the feathers like flare out, and then they kind of like recede and go back to normal, as if it resisted for a second time.
Excellent. Illusory dragon, I choose you. Illusory dragon, breath attack now.
Rigid from its space. What's the damage type?
Necrotic. Actually, no. It should be cold because this is a Phoenix. Yeah, cold.
Right.
I'll show you water spells. Peter.
The illusion is a tangible because of the shadow stuff used to create it, but attacks miss it automatically, succeed on all saving throws, as immune to damage and conditions. A creature that uses action. Gotcha. Well, you're not going to be smart enough to figure that out. So yeah, we need an intelligence saving throw, which I assume it'll fail.
DC 20.
Yeah, it is impossible for it to make it, so I'm not even going to roll it. 7d6 cold damage.
Yay. You want to roll it?
Get rid of you.
Bam.
19. As the Phoenix starts to like shiver for a little, and it doesn't like that, so that is initiative.
Woo.
Okay. Let's see here.
Rachel will also need to roll because. Oh, Rachel, you could try harder than that.
Oh, Rachel.
Man. All that magic and power like really kind of
Man.
slowed him down. But
And then I will do a quick create for a dragon.
yeah, it's huge size.
Yeah, we'll just put you here. Oh, is that? Yeah, sure, that'll work. Dragon. It says adult blue, but it's really like glittery and stars.
Yeah.
So this thing is going to fly by and attack the dragon. It will automatically miss because that's how this thing works. Trogheim, it is your go.
So it is. So we don't have the roof about where is the edge. Like,
So
can
we'll
I run
say
to it, or has it flown out over the edge?
it's flown out over the edge. It's
Okay.
flying is 120 feet, and so it is essentially just like swooping by, attacking a thing, and then flying off.
Then I am going to. Let me double check something because I think. Yeah, I'm going to try. I'll use a munition and try and shoot it with the gunblade.
Roll to hit.
Pow! 16.
You thought there's no way you could miss this thing because it's so big,
Right?
but you did.
Well, poo. Um, I do have an extra attack, so I'll shoot again. 25?
You definitely hit this time.
And I don't think I can up that, but let me just double check real quick that is. Yeah, everything is melee otherwise, so it's just going to do 12 thunder.
All right, you see it, and it is now starting to get actually angry, which is something you didn't have to deal with last time. Astrid, it is your go.
I'd like to cast, what is it called again? To make him muddle his mind.
Feeble Mind.
Yes, Feeble Mind. I would like to cast Feeble Mind on the darn thing
Feeble Mind.
and see if I can't confuse the bejesus out of it.
Let's see. Personality. The target takes 46 psychic. I must make an intelligence saving throw. So it takes this regardless. What? Dang good roll. And then intelligence saving throw. Come on, you can do this.
Please get so confused, please. Please. Oh.
Nice.
So that does fail. However, it is going. You see it kind of like start flying all wobbly, and then it straightens itself out, as if it resisted for a third time today.
Dang.
Hmm.
Anything else?
For me, am I able to do other things?
Bonus action, you could move.
Let's see. I'm gonna wave my arms and say it doesn't have to be like this.
After I melted your
We just-
brain.
But you're scary.
At the end of your turn, it is going to swoop down and attack you. Because yeah, feeble mind, that's a scary thing, and even though it's not smart, it knows that wasn't good. So yeah, you will take 11 fire damage,
God. Okay, I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll.
and then it's gonna fly the other direction.
Does anyone
Whoa.
get a attack of opportunity?
Nope, has flyby.
Okay, just checking.
Phoenix doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
All right. Uo casts Blink.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a bonus action, will fire off one of his stars at the Phoenix.
Oh wait, I don't think you can do stars and the dragon.
No, stars last for an hour, and it's not concentration.
Oh, never mind.
I know, great spell. Great spell.
Roll to hit.
Pew. So let's see here. My roll to hit will be here.
Unfortunately, it goes far right, misses the Phoenix.
15 degrees.
15
15 degrees. And then he will not blink into the ethereal. And that'll be his turn.
Gotcha. Because I forgot, Peter is also going to attack. And he takes an arrow and shakily shoots. And he misses.
Color me shocked.
Rachel. What are you going to do, Rachel? Yeah, you could do that. Rachel is going to... There's nothing she can do. No, she's just going to try to harm it.
While singing a song. A nice sea shanty, perhaps.
So if I'm not mistaken, harm is target must make a constitution save on a failed. Gotcha. So this thing is going to attempt to beat Rachel's DC. That's a fail. And you see it go to attack the dragon, and then after Rachel speaks, it just drops as if half its fire was taken. And when it comes up, it's not as bright as it once was.
Ooh.
It is, because it's on this side, it is going to attempt to attract the illusory dragon and will miss. Trogheim. Right. Okay. You could just wait and bop it. Then Peter is going to show you all what's what. It's hard shooting fiery birds. Astrid, your turn.
I am going to try Ray of Sickness on the bird. I think I've got enough. I think it'll hit with it in the air.
Oh yeah. Roll me roll the attack. That should be built in.
21.
That hits.
Nice.
Yes.
So let's see what Ray of Sickness does.
I cheer for you as I wait to watch what it does.
We're all with bated breath.
Right.
Let's see if this works.
So it does 0 damage
Damn. Okay.
because it is poison, but make a saving throw. I think at this point your DC should, no, it's not. So yeah, it does hit, but it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Valiant effort, Astrid.
Yeah.
Valiant effort.
Now it has indigestion or something. Maybe it's got IBS and we just won't know yet.
You know, just to
Until,
point
like-
out, we did converse about trying to feed it Alka-Seltzer, but everyone thought that was cruel, so we might have like one-shot this thing just threw some Alka-Seltzer down its mouth.
Alka-Seltzer in a
Possibly, yeah.
fish. We could toss the Alka-Seltzer in a fish up to it and hope it eats it.
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
that's how
I'm-
that works.
I mean, I'm gonna eat the fish later because it didn't want it. So
Yeah.
Right.
Before you go, Uo, it swoops by and attacks Astrid for 14 fire damage.
Oh my
Is
god.
that within range?
Oh.
It is within range.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I feel like that has me on my butt.
14? You should have way more than 14 at this point.
I guess you're right. Huh? It would have had me on my butt at an earlier level.
Yeah.
Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
So it's gonna take 15 slashing, and then I'm gonna use one of my new abilities.
Run away.
I am going to expend some munitions and create a shockwave of cold energy. It needs to make a DC 22 dexterity saving throw.
Jeez.
This
16?
only hits hostile creatures. So if Peter does not count as an ally,
I mean, that's up to you.
Just
Is Peter your
saying.
ally?
so it is going to take 19 cold.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
So you all see Trogheim come down with her gun blade,
Here,
click the thing, then does a link spin, and this nice blast of cold air comes from it. Where did you learn to do that? Wusa didn't teach you that.
I actually didn't even know I could do that until just now.
And Peter's gonna be like, "You're welcome."
Oh my god.
Can I get like a passive insight on that?
Peter's "You're welcome."
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
He would have to
Peter
beat a 19 or he'd have to beat an 11 on against my passive.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Like, yeah, he makes it. I do start thinking about this. Like, maybe he did teach me something. I don't remember this.
You do
At
know
all.
the time you stopped like thinking highly of Peter was the time you were super cold.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe he like infused you with the cold for this purpose.
Right. I like it.
Uo, it is your turn.
Okay. Dragon from Beyond the Stars, do the attack thing. Go!
Cannot save, so we're just gonna do the damages.
It is really fun being at the level where you don't have to like worry about them not being able to make saves.
The Robe of the Archmagi really helps.
Absolutely.
Yep. So what was that? Did you roll the damage?
22.
22 cold. Excellent. I'm going to then pull a card from my my extra dimensional space where I've stored it for the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Two of Swords, and then it vaporizes and it envelops Trogheim. Trogheim, you have a additional attack when you use the attack action.
Nice. How long does that last?
For 5 rounds.
Okay.
So number of rounds equal to my wisdom modifier, so 5 rounds.
Is it a one shot or is it for those 5 rounds every time I attack?
For those 5 rounds, you have an
Okay.
extra attack. Use the attack action.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Astrologian. It's the first time I drew that card, which just makes me really happy.
It is, yeah.
I will then attempt to go to the ethereal. And I don't.
Rachel will take a defensive position here because she sees that it's just swooping and swooping. On the Phoenix's turn. Just going to run away.
Oh.
Elder just dashes 240 feet north.
Wait, we've got fish for you.
Trogheim.
So it is over 240 feet away.
Yeah, like 250, 260.
Okay, that is outside my gunblade range. So I will, I'm gonna dodge just in case it. No, I'm gonna hold my action to attack it just in case it does come back.
Gotcha. Peter says, "Let me show you how it's done."
Sorry.
Trogheim, you are standing there. I'm waiting for it, and you feel a pain in the left ass cheek.
It's a good thing I have those 10 hit points. How much do I take?
You take 6 piercing damage
Asshole.
as Peter's arrow just kind of fell slightly lower, and when he shot it,
Peter, that is not how it's done. Ow!
I'm sorry. I got distracted because you looked like you were afraid, and so my destroy the thing side got in contact with my teacher side, and that's my bad. I'll take that. That's my fault.
Pull the arrow out and throw it over the edge of the. Actually, I'm going to snap it in half and throw it over the edge of the fortress. And there's like this look on my face, like I'm going to throw him after it.
He's like, no, it's fine. Like, look, I'll do it again. Not that. He starts preparing for his next shot. Astrid, it is your turn.
I feel like we need water, and I don't know where to get it. And we're still 5 minutes away from the lake.
Yeah, you haven't. Yeah.
We're not even close to that. All right. And is it, when it comes back and swoops, is it short enough? Like, does it come close enough to us that I could do like a mad high samurai hippity hop and try and hit it with my mace?
You could prepare an action to attempt to do that. It does seem like it's running away. Like normally it flies away and it stops and turns, but this time it's just still going.
Okay. So we would have to entice it to come back then. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Could you healing word it and then it'll think everything is okay and come back? It's too far away.
That's not a bad idea. Well, I mean, like, what if it's somehow damaged? I don't know, and it wants friends.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was like under a spell and we've broken it free of the spell and now it's leaving.
Do we know anything about this? Is this even a possibility? Or are we...
That was broken from a spell? It's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, according to Peter, it's not a possibility.
Okay.
Take with that what you will.
Right.
Okay. I then if it's wandering away, I would like to heal. Who has the most damage?
I think you do.
Oh, I would like to heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
Good plan.
I'm going to take this opportunity to heal myself and hand Aios over to Tragaim because I think you have the next most damage to snuggle.
I'm actually above full because Uo healed me and gave me 10 hit points. So
Oh, Jesus. All right, then
you
I'd like to
should, yeah.
heal action, I guess. Um,
How badly are you hurt?
I don't know, but I know that it's a great deal, I think.
I will produce the Rod of Resurrection and touch you with it. Cast the spell Heal.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You should be fully healed at this point, I think. It's a lot of it.
So do we still want to keep engaging with this thing?
I mean, it looks like it's running away, flying away. I guess it can't run. It looks like it's fleeing. It's flying.
Fleeing.
Yeah, it's definitely going away from us. And that's good because it means that it's scared of us, but it's bad because once it heals up, it might just come back or it might fly off to another town and do the same thing it was doing here. But I don't know how to. That thing is really fast. I mean, look at it. It is already almost gone.
So with it almost being gone, like my mind goes to Chaos Bolt to try and do like a last ditch effort of a Chaos Bolt and just see what comes up.
Do you have Magic Missile?
Magic Missile. I don't think I do.
Chaos Bolt only has a range of 120 feet, sadly.
Okay, so that's not going to do anything. I don't have anything that's arranged for that. That's a long range. Anything. I mean, we could try and throw Aios at it.
I will eye Aios because that sounds super fun. But last time I played with the pigskin, I couldn't. That's quite a ways. That's like over. Well, it's like a football field right there.
Yeah.
Where it is.
It might work.
Right. Let's wait to see if it comes back.
So
I'm not
going
to wait. Nope. Can I take the dragon with me on a dimension door?
Ooh.
Oh no, it has to be my size or smaller.
Right.
How far does the dragon move, though?
The dragon moves 60 feet. So it would be a bit of an effort for it to get there. But if I can get someone there with me to hold the phoenix, I can attempt to banish it again. I think. Make sure I've got enough spell. Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, pick somebody.
So wait, I don't think you can take us with you. Are you medium or are you small?
I'm medium.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just a young, very young form of that. So.
Oh, do you have scatter? You don't have scatter.
Well, scatter is in the spell list, but I don't have the spell slot for scatter. I don't think, because that's a 6th level spell. I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6th level. Yeah, I have used my 6th level to do True Seeing. Well, I'll leave it to the two of you. Who wants to go?
This decision has to be made quick because it is booking it.
Yep.
We should send Peter.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Peter
don't send
runs.
Peter.
It's like, all right, let's go.
If you have magic that you can hit it within a range, Astrid, you should go, because I have to be able to hit it with my sword in
Okay.
order to do much of anything. So
Yeah, I'm not taking Peter because I need him for further study. And I think taking him to the Phoenix directly is probably going to reduce my chances of getting additional study on Peter.
Are you all having this conversation out loud?
No. I am doing the calculations in my head. I'll just grab Astrid's hand, and we'll go poof. Ahead of the Phoenix.
Okay.
Um,
So you pop out ahead of the Phoenix because of the length of time to take you to like finish this. Like you had to go to the extent of your dimension door, and it's pretty close. Astrid is there, as is Peter.
Wait, what?
damn it, Peter.
Yeah.
How did you get here?
Now's not the time for lessons. Now is the time for action. And he rolls a natural 20.
What?
Wow.
What? Oh my god.
Wow. That was unexpected.
That was very unexpected. Jeez.
And he shoots the Phoenix, and it just comes crashing down as it screeches and slides right in front of you and transforms into an egg.
And from the
Oh my
fortress,
God.
I'm like, good job, Astrid, because I totally
Get
thought
the
that was
egg.
Astrid.
We gotta banish the egg. Uo.
Uo really wants that egg. Stand by. Uo is going to attempt to go to the ethereal. Nope.
Oh, this is fun. Y'all were definitely within 60 feet of the Phoenix when it died.
Oh my. Oh
I
my
need
god.
dexterity saving throws from everybody who was there.
Dexterity, you said?
Dexterity.
All right. I've got
Actually,
advantage.
you were not in the ethereal. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was physically here. So I've got
Oh my
advantage on
God.
this.
Oh no. Oh
21.
no.
So you two take 19 fire damage. Peter will take 9.
Is that 21 save?
Oh, 21. Yes, advantage.
Yeah.
So you take 9 as well.
9. Okay. Okay. I will attempt to go to the ethereal again. Man, that is just not happening.
Not today at all.
No. I'm going to keep trying that. So I know I've got a couple of rounds, and certainly this egg's not going to hatch within a minute.
Right.
Nope. How many more do I have?
It's been like 6, I think.
All right. Keep trying. Nope.
3 more.
Come on.
Well, while this is going,
Damn it.
Is it 10 or 11?
Damn it. It's 11.
Wow.
Last one.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh my god.
You have 6 seconds before you're shunted back.
Where's Mad
Oh my God.
Maggie?
She's not where you are. She is closer to Rachel.
I'm gonna yell out in the ethereal
Mm-hmm.
to Mad Maggie, and tell her we can negotiate over the egg that is currently in my possession before I banish it. Do you want to negotiate?
As you're being shunted back to the material realm, you hear, not being yelled, but like in your right ear, tonight. And then,
Wait. Oh my god.
Very well. Is the egg hot to the touch?
did you touch it?
Well, yeah, I'm radiating my hands around it. Let's see if there's radiant heat.
Can I hold out the cube of force to Uo?
24 damage because you are too close to it.
Ah!
Oh,
The answer is yes. Yes, it does.
yeah, that is painful. Um, how to contain this thing? We must hold it for further study. Uo says.
Peter says, "You do what you need to do. I need to go and let the people know that their hero has arrived."
Oh my God, Peter.
Uh,
How do we contain it? Peter, how do we contain it?
what? Contain? Look, I can't teach you everything, okay? I pretty much killed this thing by myself. You all can figure it out. I trust you. I need to go and give the people what they want.
Oh my God.
He starts walking back to the town.
How big is this egg? Like what's its actual size?
It's slightly bigger than an ostrich egg, if that means anything. So, yay big.
All right. And my cube of force only holds me. Can I use it on other things?
I don't see why not.
I'm gonna look at Uo with like a knowing look, holding the cube of force, and kind of like nod, like, yeah, can we use this?
In the 35 scenarios that I have witnessed of you doing that, there have only been 2 that have been successful. But I have a good feeling.
Perfect. 35 out of 2. Okay, for 2 out of 35. I'm going to take the cube of force and I'm going to try and encompass the egg inside the cube of force. I don't know how
Okay.
to do that.
So you can pick if you want gases to not go through, non-living matter to not go through, living matter to not go through, spell effects to not go through, or nothing to pass through.
Nothing should pass through. I want to hold it in that.
Then essentially, because from what you'd have to place it next to the egg and activate the cube and get out of the way, but that means you won't be able to get back through to deactivate it.
Okay.
Unless you have like a disintegrate or a wish or something.
Okay. Let's do, because it's, let's see.
Can Aios be affected by the egg? Would the egg harm Aios?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're living matter, so like, is it technically non-living matter because it's elemental?
No, elementals are alive.
Okay. And then would it be considered like gas, like fire gas? Could it be held by that?
No. If it came out, it would be considered like plasma or some, essentially not a gas, and so it would be able to leave.
Okay.
It would be considered living matter. It could technically be considered like a spell effect of some sort.
Okay. Let's try that spell effect
Gotcha.
and see if we can't keep it in there for a little while until we can figure out what the hell to do with it. What the heck to do with it.
Gotcha. So you activate it on the number 5, or number 4. Spell effects can't pass through, and the cube of force just like encompasses the egg.
Sweet. Then I'd like to pick it up and start walking toward everybody else and be like, what do we do with this?
Oh no, you can't pick up the spell.
I can't pick it up.
Because spell effects can pass through, but your hand can't.
Oh, shiitake mushrooms. We're gonna leave it. I'm gonna send Peter to go get everybody else.
Peter's already gone. He has to go do his like Peter parade.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go and get everybody else to figure out what to do with this darn thing.
And I would have been like heading that direction while all this is going on. So
So you pass Peter saying like, "You're welcome," and he just leaves.
thanks.
Oh, Peter.
So
What on earth?
you make it there just as the cube of force is enclosing the egg.
Good job, you two.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I don't know if what we did was the right thing. I'm unclear still.
Well, but I mean, it's still alive, so we didn't like kill it, but we can now like send it back to its home, right?
I think that we should spend some time with this egg. Perhaps there are other uses for it.
Do we have any idea until how long it rehatches?
From the legend lore, you know it takes between 1 and 6 days.
Okay. So, you should
At least give me
like,
until the dawn.
Yeah, like as long as before a day has passed, because I don't want to risk the rest of this town and everyone else.
This town is quite used to disaster. I'm certain that they will be able to survive this.
I don't want to have to fight it again either.
I don't think that will be the case. Did either of you have any dealings with Mad Maggie, like personal dealings?
No.
Not really.
Did she offer you anything?
I don't think so.
Did she offer you anything?
No. But I have a feeling that she is one who enjoys negotiations.
Certainly.
Well,
Certainly.
I mean, she's dead, right? So what does it matter?
Yes. Yes, in a way, yes.
In a way. Whatever.
It's complicated.
She's a complicated individual.
Right?
She has quite the past.
Indeed.
Well, now what?
We wait.
I'm gonna go back and let all those people know that are hiding in there that they can come out. So I'll wait over there. If it rehatches, let me know, and I'm gonna head off.
When you get back, there is in fact a parade happening for Peter,
Oh my god, of course there is.
the hero.
Right? Fortunately, I'm not in this for the recognition. I just shake my head and go inside.
Peter's like, hey, there's Trogheim. She's my #1 student. When I go, she'll be saving you. Everyone's like, yay! And they run over. Someone's like, I remember you. You let me play with your gun. Would you like more coffee?
Yes, I would.
Like, look, as much coffee for Peter's #1 student.
And I'll glance at Peter and give him like a miniature scowl, but then I realize this has some perks, so...
She's like, yeah. And so rages on the celebration of Peter.
Oh, Peter.
You all help, like, put out the fires, and then you stay the night in the fortress. Uo, as you sleep, you are visited in your dreams by Mad Maggie.
What are you doing here?
I told you we'd meet tonight.
No, before. What are you doing here?
Oh, I have to keep watch of Rachel. She's so she blows everything up, and she's my prized student after all.
It is admirable how much you dedicate yourself to the art of teaching.
It is, I do agree, although I'm only here to make sure that when she dies, she is mine. That was our agreement, by the way.
That is an unfortunate agreement. Perhaps she should have had better lawyers when she was reviewing the contract.
She probably should have, but now the contract has been signed. I've never actively tried to kill her. She just knows that when that time comes, we're gonna have tea parties forever and play chess and drive go-karts. It'll be great.
How are you with children?
I've had a few children of my own. They've gone off, formed a few covens,
Perhaps perhaps you'd be willing to take on an orphan.
That sounds like work, but who is the orphan in question?
He will gesture to the egg.
This might be worth my time, but that's still a lot of work. Taking on baby Phoenix is not the easiest task.
Well, it wouldn't be a task I'm sure you personally would be undertaking, would it?
I mean, I think I would have to be me. Who else but me can take care of a baby Phoenix?
That is a very good question. I would be happy to part with this in exchange for perhaps some educational material.
What specifically would you be looking for?
He leans in real close. I would like to be able to destroy stars so that I might create new ones.
She thinks for a while and it's like, you know what? I think that can be arranged.
Excellent.
What's the strongest spell you have in your repertoire right now? I need to see what kind of magic I'm dealing with.
Did you see the dragon I created from the void?
Is that it? I mean, no. It's tell you what I'll do.
I'm also capable of creating demi-planes. I'm well on my way, you see.
Okay. Then what is your preferred method of destroying a star? Do you want to hit that one divot in the star and have it destroy itself, or do you just want to rain down energy on it?
I believe the best way is to implode the star, capture its energy, and redirect it to a new point in space.
All right. Then I will take on your ward, and I will teach you a spell that, at your current level, you cannot destroy a star with, but eventually you'll be able to.
Uo
How's
grins. Uo
He
grins.
just,
He is
he
quite
just
pleased.
grins.
Yes,
That's it?
he just
No,
grins.
no cherubic smile.
No, this is a full-on grin. It's not a cheeky, innocent smile. It's a full-on I'm an adult smile.
So she sticks her hand out for you to seal the deal.
He says, "Are all the terms on the table?"
Oh yes, I'm a very upfront person.
You will take this ward, and I will receive this knowledge.
You will.
Excellent. Yeah, I will shake the hand.
No.
Well, you wake up. You now have the feature Ravenous Void.
Oh dear.
You can
All right.
cast the spell Ravenous Void once a week.
Okay.
And according to Mad Maggie, as you increase in strength, it will gain the gravitational force to destroy a star.
Perfect.
Perfect.
However, that egg is no longer in your cube of force, Astrid.
Do I get my cube of force back, I guess? Does it just kind of disappear and
I mean, the cube of force is still there.
okay. The egg is just not inside of it.
You wake up in the morning, you go check the egg. Not
It's
there.
not there. Does Uo tell us what happened? What went down? Or are we like am I frantic
He
because the egg is not there?
he tells you that the egg has been taken care of. It is no longer here.
Okay.
It has gone to another place.
Well, what a relief.
Right?
It is a relief knowing that somewhere out there it is receiving the love and attention it so desperately needs.
Absolutely.
Cherubic smile.
Nurture and nature.
And
Okay.
Trondheim, but when you are eating breakfast, Peter walks up to you and says, do you know how to teleport to another world, another dimension?
No.
Do you think you can learn that information in less than a week?
No. I'll bet you Astrid could, or Fira, or Uo. Really any of the others, but not me.
Well, then I suggest you go talk to them and figure out how to do that.
Okay.
I'll start heading back. I guess I'll bring the cube back with me.
Okay.
And you all walk in right as Peter is saying the world will not be here after a week has passed.
Well, that would be
That is correct.
unfortunate.
Enjoy the Peter parade while you can. I have some things to do.
You know. I want to know how you know.
And he goes to the door and looks back. It's like, sometimes you just know.
Darn it, Peter.
And Peter leaves. And I think that's where we'll call it for the day. The Phoenix has been taken care of. Leviathan has destroyed
Easy
another
peasy.
5 coastal towns. The lands where Porta Phoenix is, they're just being demolished by earthquake after earthquake after earthquake. Most towns up north of Porta Temporea are also being destroyed by torrential rains, hail, sleet. And according to Peter, the world will end in about a week.
Wow.
Dun 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 dun.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what you all do. Thank you all for joining, and until next week. I don't know what's happening until next week, but we will see you next week. Bye.
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 Bye.